Hello everybody, and welcome to your 45-minute gentle Vinyasa flow today. I'm so glad that you're here practicing with me. A reminder to adjust or modify this practice however you might need to make it the most productive and peaceful for you, and we'll get into it. We're going to start in a seated position and rub our hands on top of our legs to begin to feel into our body. Sit up nice and tall and relax your shoulders back and down. And begin to turn your focus inward and onto your breath just as it is right now. Notice the temperature of the air as it passes in through your nose versus the temperature of the air as it passes out through your nose. Relax the muscles in your face, your eyebrows, and your jaw, and remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Pay mind to the gentle, small micro movements of your belly and your chest as you inhale and exhale each breath at your own pace. Take a moment to notice this body and all that it has had to do to get you here and onto the mat today. Notice how it has supported you and guided you and held you throughout your entire day thus far without you even having to ask it to. I invite you now to set a personal intention for your practice, whether it be a word or a phrase or a feeling, and know that whenever your mind starts to wander today, you can come back to this intention or to your breath. Take a deep inhale and lift your shoulders to your ears. Open mouth exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, shoulders rise. Exhale, big sigh, shoulders drop. Final inhale, shoulders rise up. Final exhale, sigh and drop your shoulders. Release your hands down to your sides now. And inhale, both arms up and overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, send the hands down the midline of the body. Inhale, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands down the midline. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, your hands down. Continuing your sun breaths at the pace of your own breath. Inhaling your arms up and overhead, palms touching, and exhaling as your hands come down and past heart center. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach through your fingers, and exhale, right palm comes to the mat beside you, left palm reaches over to the right. Inhale up through center, and left palm comes to the mat, right palm reaches over. Inhale up through center, exhale, right palm to mat, left palm reaches over to the right, and gaze follows your underarm. Inhale up through center, and exhale to the other side. Right palm reaches over to the left. Inhale up through center, and exhale, left palm reaches over to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, left palm to mat, right arm reaches. Inhale up through center now. Reach through the fingertips and place your hands back down onto your knees. Bring right palm to right shoulder and begin circling away from your body. Continue inhaling and exhaling through your shoulder circles, keeping your mind drawn to the sensation of circling and to the feeling of the breath. When you come to a good place, reverse the circling. Now circle inwards towards your body. One more circle inwards, and then relax your hand back down to your knee. Switch arms, left palm comes to left shoulder and begin circling away from your body once again, this time on the left side. Continue breathing through your circles. When you come to a good place, reverse the circles, now circling inward towards your body with your left elbow. Take one more circle inward and relax your left hand to your left knee. Sit up nice and straight once again, and on inhale, flare your chest out, gently arching your spine. And on exhale, round in towards yourself. For a seated cat and cow. Inhale, chest opens wide, shoulders back and down. Exhale, round towards yourself, spine rounds. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale forward and arch, using your hands to support you. And exhale, round your spine once again. Use your hands to support you. Continue inhaling and exhaling through your movement. And come back to a neutral spine. Sweep your legs behind you to come up into tabletop on all fours. Hands underneath of shoulders, knees underneath of hips. Place your right hand right underneath of your chin. Inhale, open to the left. Left arm rises high, gaze follows fingertips. Exhale, left palm sweeps right behind right wrist. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, sweep once again, this time a little lower. Inhale, open to the left, gaze follows fingertips. And exhale, sweep all the way down and through to thread the needle. Come to rest on your left shoulder and take 3 deep inhales and exhales here. Inhale, open back up to the left, gaze follows fingertips, and exhale, place your left palm down to the mat. Adjust your hands so your left is right underneath of your chin, and inhale, open towards the right, gaze follows right fingertips. Exhale, sweep the right hand behind the left wrist, and inhale back up to the right. Exhale, sweep a little bit lower this time, and inhale, open back up to the right. Exhale. Come to rest on your right shoulder now. And find 3 deep breaths. On inhale, push yourself back up using your left hand and open towards the right. Exhale, place your right palm down onto the mat and readjust yourself back into neutral tabletop. Lift your left leg behind you with a 90-degree bend in your knee and begin circling that knee inwards towards your body. Inhaling as your knee goes up and exhaling as you finish the circle and bring it towards your side. Reverse the circles to the other direction, now circling away from your body. Keep your breath consistent with your movement. Take one final circle and relax your knee down back into tabletop. Switch legs, right leg lifts behind you, 90-degree bend, and begin circling inwards towards your body, opening up your hips as you circle. Reverse your circles now, going in the other direction or away from your body. Take one final circle, hold, and relax your right knee down to the mat. Walk your hands one hand length forward and begin circling forward over top of your wrists and back through child's pose. Choose one direction to fix your circles and inhale and exhale as you move through. Shifting your weight from one side to the other, forward and backward as you circle. Come to reverse the direction of your circles now, shifting your weight in the opposite direction, moving back through child's pose and up and forward. Take one last circle and then come back to a neutral tabletop position. Adjust your hands so they're right underneath of your shoulders once again, and walk yourself slightly back on your mat so that you can come down to lay on your belly. Hands are right underneath of shoulders. Slide those hands back until your thumbs point at about mid-rib and separate your legs until they're about hips width distance apart. Ground through the full length of your legs and the tops of your feet, and on inhale, gently lift your chest and head. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, ground through your pelvis and legs once again, and on inhale, gently lift into cobra. Keep your weight nice and light on your hands, engaging your glutes, pressing through your pelvis and your legs to ground you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower back down to the mat. Lengthen both arms beside you, palms facing down, and turn a cheek to come to rest for a moment. Notice how the sensations in your body have changed thus far, and pay attention to the impact of holding cobra. Center your head once again, chin comes to mat, and feel the length from your crown all the way to your toes. Anchor your pubic bone into the ground and feel your tailbone angle towards the space between your legs. On an inhale, lift legs, arms, chest, and crown off of the ground into Navasana, boat pose. Reach your fingers towards your toes, inhale, and exhale, hold. Inhale, and exhale, gently release back down to the mat. Place both hands underneath shoulders once again and push yourself up and back to sit on your heels and shins. Place your hands onto your hips and rock your pelvis forward and backward until you find the place that allows you to sit up nice and tall without any low back compression. Inhale, both arms up to about shoulder height in front of you, palms face away, thumbs point down. And exhale, sweep your arms behind you, fingers interlace, and straighten your elbows. Shoulders go back and down. Inhale, and exhale, hinge forward at your hips and gently bring your forehead to the mat. Lift your arms up and away from your body, keeping your shoulder blades engaged towards one another. As you inhale and exhale in Yoga Mudra, relax all of the muscles in your face once again. So often we hold tension in these places that we don't even realize until we give it permission to slip away. Continue breathing as you find balance between lengthening your arms and reaching through them and towards the sky. Inhale, reach through your knuckles and use this motion to pull you off of your thighs. And exhale, relax. Take a long, deep inhale and exhale and come back onto all fours into tabletop position. Position your wrists right underneath of your shoulders and rotate your elbows in and back so they face the front of your thighs. Draw your shoulder blades across your back and tuck your toes underneath of you. On inhale, lift your hips towards the sky, sitting bones towards the ceiling or the sky, and begin to pedal your legs in your first Adho Mukha Svanasana. Slow the pedal and allow your heels to come towards the earth. Hug your hands and your upper arms towards each other to create stability in your down dog, and inhale your right leg high behind you. Exhale, step the right leg through your hands and lower your left knee to the ground. Foot flat behind you. Inhale, chest nice and tall. And exhale, shift your hips back and straighten your right leg. Inhale, shift the weight forward into the front right hip. And exhale, shift your hips back once again, straighten as much as is comfortable. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift backward. Your right toes can come off of the mat to make the straightening a bit easier. Inhale, shift forward and lift your arms high above your head. Exhale, palms plant to the mat, hips shift back. Inhale, shift the weight forward, arms can lift high, framing your head. Exhale, palms gently come back down to the mat and shift your hips back once again. Shift your weight forward onto your front right leg and tuck your left toes underneath. Lift the left leg, straightening it off of the ground, and adjust your hands so right hand is on the inside of the right foot and left arm lifts high to the sky. Gaze follows fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Back foot turns in and down parallel to the back of the mat, and sweep yourself up into Parsha Virabhadrasana, side warrior. Shoulders squared to the side of your mat, front knee in line with your front right toe. Inhale and exhale. Left arm travels down your left leg, right arm flips up towards the sky. Left arm can also find a bind in your reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale. Reach just a little further through your right arm and exhale back through Parsha Virabhadrasana. Bring your hands back to your hips and pivot your back foot forward once again. You can make your stance slightly shorter to give you more stability. Square your hips and shoulders towards the front of your mat and pay attention to your front right knee as it tracks right in line with that middle toe. Adjust your pelvis forward and backward and reach through your back left heel. Inhale, bring both arms up and overhead, and exhale, relax the shoulders for your expression of Virabhadrasana, warrior. Inhale and exhale. Hands come back to hips and your back foot takes one step forward. Ground through your right foot. Inhale, and on exhale, launch yourself upward. All of your weight coming into your right foot, left leg lifting long behind you. Fix your gaze onto a non-moving focal point to help you with your balance, and hands can stay at hips or extend long in front of you for your full expression of Warrior 3. Inhale, reach to find length from fingers to toes, and exhale, gently release your back leg back and down and come to stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach both arms up and overhead, and exhale, hinge forward at the hips, deep bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to tops of thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left leg back and then your right leg back to meet it. And flow through your Vinyasa, moving through Chaturanga, upward dog, and we'll meet back in downward dog. Pedal out your legs once again, and then let your heels fall towards the earth. Hug your hands and your upper arms towards one another for stability in Adho Mukha Svanasana, and keep your sitting bones lifting towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift your left leg high behind you for three-legged dog, and exhale, step the left leg through your hands and lower your right knee to the ground. Right foot is flat. Inhale, chest tall. Exhale, shift your weight back. Left leg straightens. Inhale, shift forward, chest tall. And exhale, shift your weight back through your hips. Straighten the left leg as much as comfortable. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift your hips backward. Left leg comes to straighten. Inhale, shift your weight forward with the option to lift your hands overhead. Exhale, palms come back to the mat. Shift your hips back. Inhale, weight comes forward. Arms can lift up and overhead. And exhale, palms back down to the mat. Hips shift back. Inhale, shift forward, arms up. Inhale and exhale. And lower your palms back down to the mat. Tuck your right toes underneath of you and straighten and lift that right leg. Left palm comes on the inside of left foot and right arm opens up high towards the sky. Gaze follows fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. Back foot turns in and down parallel to the back of the mat and swoop yourself up through Parsha Virabhadrasana, side warrior. Square your shoulders towards the side of the mat and make sure your front knee is in line with your front left toe. Gaze follows over front fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, right arm travels down the back of the right leg and left arm lifts high over top of you. Right arm can also find a bind on your low back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach just a bit further with your left arm, and exhale, wind back up through Parsha Virabhadrasana. Hands come to hips and back foot pivots forward towards the front of the mat. Adjust your stance to give yourself more stability and reach through your back left heel. Adjust your pelvis and inhale your arms up and overhead for Virabhadrasana, warrior. Relax your shoulders down your back and inhale and exhale. Release your hands down to your hips once again and step your back foot just a step forward. Ground through your left foot, and on inhale, launch yourself forward. All of your weight comes into your left foot. Right leg lifts long behind you. Arms come forward or stay at your hips for warrior 3. Find length from your fingertips all the way to your toes. Inhale and exhale. Gently release back down. Hands come to the tops of your left thigh and press yourself up to stand. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, bend both elbows, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high through your fingers, and exhale, hinge forward at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to tops of thighs or shins, and exhale, forward fold. Step your left leg back, and then your right leg back to meet it. Inhale, and exhale, flow through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga is always optional. You can do whatever feels good in your body to come back to meet in downward dog. Pedal out your legs in Adho Mukha Svanasana once again, and then let your heels fall down towards the earth. Find length from your wrists all the way up your arms and your spine. Hug the hands and upper arms towards one another to give you stability. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release your knees down to the mat and come into all fours into tabletop position. On inhale, arch your spine, tailbone and crown come towards the sky. And on exhale, round your spine, crown and tailbone tuck. Inhale, arch your spine, crown and tailbone towards the sky for cow. Exhale, round your spine, crown and tailbone tuck for cat. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, round the spine. Find neutral tabletop once again and walk your knees out to about mat's width distance. Big toes come to touch behind you and hands walk a hand length forward. Sink back into extended child's pose and use your hands to create just a little bit more length through your spine. Take a full inhale and exhale in your child's pose. And then walk both of your hands off of the mat and over to the left side, opening up your right side body. Inhale and exhale, allowing even just a millimeter more of space to be created on your right side body. Walk your hands back through center and then over to your right side, opening up your left side body. Inhale and exhale, creating and taking up more space with each breath. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back through center and take one final deep breath in child's. Bend both of your arms and push yourself back up to sit on your heels, and then sweep your legs in front of you, coming onto your sitting bones. Legs extended long in front of you, feet flexed towards the sky. Sit up nice and tall, finding length all the way up your spine. Inhale And on exhale, hinge forward at your hips and walk your hands forward until the hinge is no longer coming from the hips. Keep your spine nice and straight. Inhale and exhale. You can stay here or relax the muscles in your back and drape towards your legs for Paschimottanasana. Hands can grab on to feet, shins, the ground below you. Inhale and exhale. Continue breathing in your seated fold and use your hands to create more length from the base of your spine all the way up. Release the drape and walk yourself back up to a neutral seated position. Scoot your butt forward a little bit on your mat, keeping your knees bent about hips width distance apart. And come to lay on your back. Adjust the stance of your feet and ground through your feet and the full lengths of your arms and your hands, pushing them into the ground. On inhale, gently lift your hips about 2/3 of your full expression, and exhale, bring them back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips 2/3 of the way up once again, and exhale, gently release. Inhale, lift the hips about 2/3 of the way up, and on exhale, rotate your sternum towards your chin, creating even more of a lift in your hips. Arms can stay here or shift your weight onto either shoulder to bring your arms underneath of you and clasp your hands. Ground your arms once again into the floor below you and find stability in Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Keep your mind fixated on your breath as you hold here in this expression of Setu Bandhasana, or feel free to push yourself up into a full back bend or wheel. Grounding through your feet and your hands if you chose to push all the way up into wheel. Inhale and exhale. No matter where you are, gently and safely release yourself back down to the mat. Push yourself back up into a seated position on your sitting bones with legs bent in front of you, feet planted on the mat, again about hips width distance apart. Grab hold of the space right behind your knees and use this hold to help you sit up nice and tall, spine and neck long. You can stay here for Urdhva Navasana, or one at a time, lift both legs, keeping a deep bend to hover over top of your mat. Arms can stay holding the back of your knees, or they can extend long in front of you, palms facing one another. Legs stay bent, or the option to straighten them. Continue finding length from your spine all the way up the back of your neck. Inhale and exhale. Slowly melt down onto the mat. Legs extended long in front of you, arms by your sides. Bend your right knee and then push it up towards the sky. Left knee follows and both feet stay flexed towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Bring either hand to either foot, bend both knees, and come into happy baby. Rock your weight from one side to the other. Feel free to straighten one leg or the other, or keep them both bent. Honor what your body is asking from you. Honor its comfortable edge. Release hold of your feet and bring your arms to shoulder height in a T position, knees together at 90 degrees. Let your knees fall towards your left side and let your gaze follow your right fingertips, creating a supine spinal twist. Inhale and exhale. Allow your body to fully relax into the twist. Inhale both knees back up through center, and exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Gaze follows over left fingertips, and relax into the other side of your supine spinal twist. Let your mind's eye fall onto your breath and any sensation that is occurring in the body. Rotate both knees back up through center and extend your arms long beside you. Straighten both legs and lower them down to the ground. Create a fist with your hands and your toes, and on inhale, hold your breath and squeeze all of your muscles, tensing everything at once. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, release all of the tension and melt into the earth below you. Palms can stay facing upward for energizing, or they can face downward for grounding, whatever you need today. Notice the feelings at different locations in your body, and invite yourself to step into the role of a silent observer, feeling no need to analyze or label these feelings, but just giving your body and mind an opportunity to connect. Can you do nothing in this moment except feel and breathe and be? The next time you hear my voice, I'll be guiding you out of your Shavasana relaxation, but until then, I invite you to rest and rejuvenate in your Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath and feel the expansion of your belly as you do so. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, place both arms long overhead for a final full body stretch from fingers to toes. Lower your arms back down by your side and come to lay on one side of your body, knees curled in the fetal position, using your lower arm as a pillow to rest your head. Take these last few moments of relaxation to fully immerse yourself in the moment, being with breath and being with stillness. When you're ready, gently press yourself back up into a seated position. And gently place your hands onto the tops of your knees. Gaze can gently fall to the floor or eyes can come to a close. And take one deep, long inhale, the fullest and deepest breath you have taken yet. Notice the experience that your body has had in today's practice. Take your mind back to the sensations felt as you moved through each pose. And take record of how you feel now versus how you felt at the beginning of today's practice. Whatever your experience may have been in today's class, can your next few breaths be full of deep, true appreciation, gratitude, and love for this body that got you all the way through today? Can each breath be a little silent thank you? I invite you now to circle back on that intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of today's practice, and allow it to come with you forward through the rest of your day. Release your hands down by your sides and inhale both arms up and overhead, palms come to touch, and exhale both hands down, stopping at heart center for a full inhale and exhale. The light and the love inside of me honors, sees, and respects the light and the love inside of each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for making time and space for movement and meditation in your day today. I cannot wait to practice with you next time. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan, and remember to spread light and love into every room you walk into today.